Good morning. Hi. All right, let's zoom in here. Hello. A little bit of a different start, but seriously, I made a message that I wanted to, uh, support Iron Mouse and stuff. So I, for the first time, figured out how to pin a message. It's over here. Yeah, see, right there. That is gonna stay pinned to my streams for a little bit, and that's it. Hi. Awkward morning. I don't know how to address stuff. All right, we're locked in the corner. Yep. All right, we're good. Oh, oh, this is a little scuff here. I forgot to launch the game too. All right. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I am here. Anyways, hi. We're back with more Blueprints, part 23. We. All right, things in order. Hello, wake up. Hi, my name's Decoction Joe. Good morning. Uh, Blueprints type of game. This is your spoiler warning. Blueprints type of game that anything you see will be a spoiler. So if you have not played the game and are planning to, go play it. If you don't want to play it, I would suggest watching from part 1 because things won't really make sense for you. And with that out of the way, we are on part 23 of Blueprints. Last time on Monday, we did sigils. We completed every and all sigil. And so now, with the information we have available from completing sigils, we can complete room 46. Revisiting that, I think it was part 3 that we completed or found room 46. So yeah, it's been a while. I'm gonna ruffle you guys up for a bit. There we go. My windbreaker fell off. I'm like, where'd it go? Alright, nothing in my inventory. 89 coins, 145 stars. That's kind of crazy. And it seemed like I did forget to get one screenshot, and I'll show you guys that in a bit here. Let's do the trading post. That counts as a shop. I'm thinking maybe I could use the bunk room double work coins and hopefully get shop. But our goal is to get to room 46 and look at the map. So now we gotta path our way all the way over. Now, I'll give you a quick peek at our Fig Jam board. A few stuff we've noticed. So we got our sigil stuff. So we got all of our completed sigils in pictures and postcards. I did miss one more jive for our cherries going through my screenshots. I may just pull up a stream, pull that back up. But other than that, it's pretty good. I think section 2, no, it was server site. Hey, we found something though. I can't go in, again, combing through screenshots. I'm like, hey, this is from one thing that looks exactly like this, and we're given one, which is archive. So the first letter, started putting stuff in. I'm like, hold up, that's the password we found in security. So it'd be interesting to try that, which I'm assuming is just Herbert S. Sinclair, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Uh, Castle, we still have to revisit a chess puzzle. I don't know what the last letter is. We're still, I think that's classroom because I did see something in classroom. And so that's one. The other one was aquarium, which I think was an unknown observations. Yeah. Which we have to, now that we know, we have to revisit patio, grab the key, go to archives. Which I'm hoping I can do with armory. So there's a couple of side quests that we're gonna want. Honestly, coat check here is good. We'll leave torch there. We don't need it. We don't need it. Actually, this here is okay. I'm gonna actually, yep, get our shovel. Oh, good. Sleep mask and all this right off the bat. I'm noticing that the shop stays the same. I actually do like that choice that is given to us. Ooh, security. That's what we want. And we can actually test that first bit that I showed you guys. The new password. But before that, we know we don't have a key card. So we're gonna set this to low for now and set this to unlocked. And now let's log in with Swan Song Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh shoot. Connecting to HSS. What's that? Ooh, home security surveillance. Wait, it is 1994. Wait, before we even continue, let's check out the calendar. It doesn't have a year. But I know we were in there. Well, let's go as far back as 1987. Library. Oh. Oh, that's a cool little touch. What is this? Who's that in the background? It took me a while to even notice them. Is that Mary and Herbert? I think that is. Yeah, I can only see. So, okay, this is 1987 from 2-9, real quick before we even continue. So 2-9, 1987. Let's check our Blackbridge Grotto logs. So 1987. So 210 right here. Recording capabilities of all cameras on the estate have been disabled. So that must have been that afternoon. Additionally, the existing playback functionality has also been removed. Okay. That was on the 10th, which is this last date right here in 1987. Okay. Okay, very first thing I see is a door is open. Right through the middle. He's coming out from the right side. It looks like he's holding a book, possibly? Where are you going? No, that's the vase. Oh, he's setting up the computer chips. I can't tell what room North is because I honestly would have tried drafting that too. Okay, so this is a lot of setup to the puzzles. What book are you carrying? Oh? What is this? This is your path in Metro. So down to right and the loop. Alright. This is also what was mentioned in New Clue as well. Okay. One more thing. Yeah. So let's double check that. So New Clue right here. So this is our map puzzle. This is what we ended up doing for... What did we need this for? Right here. So 13 was a dead end. But that clue can't be ignored right there. So yeah, it definitely started here. It went up. It very much like the story. Which is, yeah, depart, keep left, right? Depart, keep left to Tanner Fork, which Tanner Fork is 10 right here. Yep. That matches with what she's got here. Let's see. Right dead end record. Which we did a right dead end record. Each stop on the way. And that was what we needed. for... What was that needed for? I forget. It was numbers. It was like 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Oh, right here. Yeah. 10, 8, 13, 10, 1, 7, da 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 da. Yeah. 8, 7, 3, 10, da 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 da. Yeah, so 8, 7, 3, 10. So 8's, yeah, 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Excuse me. Yeah, sneezed. So this is just another clue to that. Okay. And then cameras get shut off. Yeah, 88. So let's see, does cameras ever get turned back on according to our logs? So let's see. So we're in 07, so we got 87, right? All of this. Let's see, Manning, transfers, built. Let's see, data packets. So we're in 07 at this point. Let's see, crates, dummy accounts with pseudo privileges. Let's see, admin key. Let's see, Black Shores. Wait, this is still 87. I'm not zoomed in all the way, so all of this still 87. So I'm gonna continue going through these dates and seeing if anything is found. Right? Okay. So cameras have been off for several years. Until 93. 11/6. Hold up. So what happens on 11/6? Here we go. Changing of the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival. Inbound and outbound messages, as well as offsite connections from the outside estate, have been disabled per the instructions left by the Baron himself. Okay, so they made adjustments just for me. Which, my arrival, let's see, section unknown, was the day after, the 7th. Okay, so what happened the day before? That's my question. Holy crap, that's the intro cutscene. Is it? I don't want to skip it. But it literally sounds like day 1 intro cutscene. Yeah, it is. So what's the rest of these? Security? Oh, snap. These are just all our... Oh, these are all the Rumpus Room ones, right?
And as it was for
This is so cool. Alright. We have just a bunch of stuff. Also, there's a blank here. That means we're missing a cutscene. And nothing for this year. So everything is in 1983. What is that one? Is that room 46? So Rumpus Room cutscenes are actually pretty good. I'm glad I can review that. I don't believe I got much except knowing that Mary and Herbert were planning stuff together. Alright. I think I'm actually gonna log into regular Swan Song and just start up an early experiment. And hopefully we can get a reroll or something to help us get to room 46. Let's do terminal access. We want lab. I could try shelter. I don't know. Let's do lab. We're still gonna do lab. I was thinking about unlocking everything. I'm like, I don't know about that one. Let's do the map. I do like that one a lot. So now we really have to get bedroom runs. So we're looking for nursery. We're looking for so this is our West Wing Hall. We do want dark room here. And we're gonna just random draft some stuff here. I don't know what this is. Ooh, clock tower. It should be something up top. I know that our other room is gonna be completely useless because I did resolve that twice. Yeah, monies. Also, my metal detector didn't go off. I am just noticing that. I believe this gives us a chance of drawing more tomorrow rooms. I don't want to actually check my map to see what it does. We'll do another wild pick here. Attic. Alright, this is okay. Ooh, lever too. I remember this. A little swan for India. Also the lag from Big Jam. I may have to close Big Jam here in a bit. Alright. I don't like closing Fig Jam either. What if I just zoom out and go to like a blank spot? Does that help? I think it does actually. Alright, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th rank. Right on the left here. I do like this lighting effect here. That's very nice. Oh, Mim pendant. Oh, emerald bracelet. These are things I have not noticed before. Just re-screenshot those. We got Bishop. That's good. First day, is that everything? Did I miss anything? No. A little bit of lag. Not terrible though. Oh wait, so this is West Rank. This goes back to the middle. We're looking to go right. Oh, thank God library's here. That would have been bad. I may go just make jackhammer, honestly. And there should be a dig spot in... Well, I could do power hammer or do metal detector shovel. No, actually I have an idea for that one. So we're gonna do jackhammer. We're trying to dig up as many items as we can. We're actually gonna do special lockpicks. And then that is it. And then we're going to go back out to the trading post and dig up what we can from the little moonshine distillery area. Let's see, it should be in here. Yep. Nice. That's very good. That may be exactly what we need to save a run. I believe the only thing we need now is just more branches of hallway. Because that goes to coat check. What are we at? 5 dice? We'll start with observatory. Add a word to our spiral. Let's see. Add a word to spiral stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for what? Everything 50% off? I could have used that earlier. So we're back to the right side. I'm like, I don't have a key card. I don't want to do that one yet. Keyword yet. We are... Where are we? I am actually lost. Okay, I know where I am now. Actually, Rotunda here is fine. Let's see if we can get a patio. Actually, that would be interesting to know every position for that. Oh, patio. Yeah, that actually works for me. Key is already dug up. Nice. Also, that little below thing. That's kind of a interesting clue there. Ugh. No, I'm gonna close my fig gem here real quick. Actually, no, we're gonna close our Firefox first. Yeah, that did solve a lot of issues there. Oh yeah, much better. I just can't have too many things open with my 8-year-old computer. I have library already. The library should go to the right, I believe. And if it does, we're golden. Yes, perfect. You tempt me, sir. No, we're going library to the right. And actually, we're going to take a screenshot of our newly found stamps. I believe this is the side. Yep. There we go. We have all of them. Paid in full. Largest purchase. Not quite yet. It's gonna be bigger. Guaranteed. We need 400 coins. A little stuttery still. Ooh, great haul. Interesting. Why not? Let's do it. Oh, I think we're gonna have to close our fig gem until we need it. It is still lagging quite a bit. Oh yeah, our sound amplifier is working lovely. Oh, not that one. Nice, nice. Nice. Oh. Let's throw chapel there. I'm not sure where we're at. This is rank 6 though. We could throw secret passage into shop, which is gonna be a huge move here. Oh, I could just pick that one. Sweet. Oh man, I don't like any of these options. Let's go for the hallway. Pick. This should be right side, I believe. Should I waste it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to redraw. Redraw again. There you go. So I'm gonna need to go left, left. Or if I get dining room or something. This one. So we're gonna need one left and one straight. So here's our left. Hallway key. Good, and we need a straight path. Honestly, it's silver key. It should unlock hallways. Yep. Den. That's what I want. Oh, I just realized I didn't open room 46. Oh no. I need food. This has to be a food room. If I'm gonna survive. Alright, we'll YOLO a pick. A brick. Yep. No food. Oh, I messed up hard on that one. I mean, it doesn't matter. Unless I get nursery. Nursery. Oh, bedroom. Just barely. Step in. Oh, thank God, sleep mask. I'm just surviving. I forgot I had sleep mask. This will work. I do need a dining room. Well, that is very nice. It's not what I need. Hmm. I'm trying to think for a second, just be like, what do I have? What do I need? Well, I know this is fruit. So we're going pantry first. Foyer. Actually, guest bedroom here for more steps. Double, so that's bunk room. Let's see, bunk room. No steps. We have 29. We can look. So we can go through foundation, come here, or just go straight down. Okay. Actually, moon pendant's huge. Silver spoon, huge. Not quite enough for that one. So any food I find is gonna be doubled. Pool, right? We can continue with more paths using that. We got security keycard locked, which is not great. And looking for a kitchen or a dining room. Or any bedroom, to be honest, really. Ooh, servants' quarters. Vestibule. We'll do vestibule here. So door, dead end, treasure map. Ooh. Okay. Oh, the coffers of Mount Holly. 25 and 3. Nice. Okay. Boiler room. Let's do spare bedroom. Just to have a bedroom. Can't really check too hard on some of these. So I can go here, I can't go here. This, if I can do a four-way, would be good. You know what? Archives. Have the key. Upgrade disc. Also, what's that? Certificate of birth. East Reddington Hospital Certificate of Birth. This document attests that Mary Matthew Epstein was born to Lady Clara Epstein and Simon H. Sinclair in this hospital at 4:05 a.m. Tuesday on the 22nd day of January in the 6th era, 1958. In witness whereof, East Reddington Hospital certifies that the information above is true as verified by its duly authorized officer of the Fen Aries Register of Persons. Lily Rysian Rose is the doctor, and Sarah Drivian, which is the registrar officer. And then, of course, we have a Fen Aries symbol up here again. This will take us to the east wing. Dior is nice. Give us more steps, more rerolls, more options. Let's see, we'll do West Wing Hole. That seems very appropriate. Trophy room. Well, I don't need that per se, but I do want to give it a chance of digging stuff up. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's not happening. Hallway. And now kitchen is 1. Yes, perfect. And with silver spoon, that'll be huge. Silver spoon and salt is adding so much. Oh, you salted before silver spoon? What? That's actually insane. Okay, we're golden now. Where are we? Huge. Alright. This is actually pretty massive. This is the throne room. I know that because there's nothing else that I have that costs that much. And that is room 46. Yeah, that kitchen saved our butt with that silver spoon. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so we need a security keycard, honestly. Let's just see what else we get here. Drawing room, that's completely fair. How many shops do we have? More than 2? That doesn't count. Let's just keep rolling. Planetarium is also really good. many times 8 triggers? Let's just boop, boop. There we go. That's the max. And the only room we can't open is this one because we're locked out. This one does start tomorrow 1 key for each tomorrow room you drive. Ooh, that's interesting. So we got 1, 2. Let's see, 3. I think that's it. I have 3 tomorrow rooms. We also should be able to buy something else from showroom. And I'm just gonna spot check that door. Dang. I think I did pretty good for going in blind overall. 30 for emerald bracelet. I mean, everything's 50% off. Why don't you? Jerk. Alright, antechamber is the goal now. That was a very, very close run. And then, assuming we can solve this one, then the next thing we're gonna try to do is try to go through foundation. Interesting. Yep, we did that. We are looking at you. Alright, we're gonna pull our fig gem back up now that we're not worried about lagging out. We're gonna need our map and everything. So we're gonna go right here to sigil stuff, and we're gonna wait until it loads in. And we do have our map here, which we have Orindia. This map is honestly probably our best bet here. So we got Archeries, Eraja, Orindia, and Fenairs all in there. So let's go through these. 8 realms in 8 months. Let's do highlighter. 8 realms in 8 months. That is our key. Right here. 8 realms, 8 months. Very beautiful, sir. The objective was simple enough, but when it order what route, where to start, questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been a strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both plan and map. As it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black as the realm in its name, a story I feel closely connected to. And then, massive thing, we have the Orindia stamp. So, we're assuming that they started, or Herbert started his journey in Orindia, which if we look at our history sheet, should be right here, this map here. So we'll put that as 1. Boom. We're gonna just mark up all of our sheets. So now, let's see, I'm actually writing this last. So now we know this is 8. So highlighter, last postcard sitting at my desk at home. So we know this is 8, right? And we know that Aries was taken over, so very appropriately begin the, or end the journey where you began. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency, but I am tempted to save the postmaster trip as it will just end up here again to join the other 7, which I am pleased. So yeah, other 7. So this is 100% last journey, which I am pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends and lessons I learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. P.S. Remind Annie to replace the books I lost. So, we know the last journey should have ended here. I wonder if the way that you put them in here matters. Oh, it's just... it does not seem to matter. If that's specific and stuff, I actually don't think it does matter. But as long as that is there. So we got 1 and 8. Easy. Now we start figuring stuff out. So here we go. This is Archeries. So we know where he's at. First city of Steel. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. Okay, that's key. Made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. So Arch Aries is a destination which I'm well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. However, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories. I will instead trek along the northern coast, an area which I'm wholly unfamiliar. So, we know he came here after sailing, so we're gonna have to do some process of elimination here. So honestly, if we just go straight into this is airship. Where's the white nation here? This one. So we know Morajai deals with sailing. So after a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai. Last night, in good spirits, people here belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jai Royal, I'm just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books. So my books is important. As I've noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. So he went Morajai and then went north. Okay. We don't have too much information to place them in the rankings yet, so let's go with Eraja. Let's see. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Erajan story I heard has begun with rain. I don't know if that's important, but we go. Suppose the anecdotes I meet on this trip will have to do without the flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. And then we have this. Some Irindian. Are these dates? Because that could help me solve these so much quicker. Let's see, 147. Actually, let's take a step back, away from the map. So we know 1 and 8, right? Which doesn't match here, right? Because that would have been cheating. We could have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and called it a day. But no, We know that's the first and the last. And then it goes in order of the doors. Okay. So we'll come back to the Irajan here. And let's continue on with the postcards. By far my favorite realm that I have visited during this trip. But I've always had a penchant for technology and less moved by the beauty of natures than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Korarika, that's how I'm going to say, or the beaches of Morajai. So we're assuming he's been here before that. Perhaps I'm letting my childhood love of digity blocks compromise my objectivities. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, I look across the eastern sea. I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Let me revisit the first letter, see if it says anything. Fragrant of the old kingdom is Ramesses' name. True spirit, forsaking a plan, da 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 da, and visiting the fragrant of the old. Nothing, no clues. Oh boy, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. Okay. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless, and as I've gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on some trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera upon arriving is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration of their stay, to serve as both steed, guide, and companion. We're still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is not as much more severe as it was on Morajai. Okay, so Morajai was visited before Vera. So we know this one, then this one. Okay. Now we go to here. So there have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as it is the first realm I have visited without orders. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned, and I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief from the sweltering shores of Vera. So here we go, we know Vera was afterwards. So, okay, so we have an order. We do have an order, so we know he went from Morajai to Vera to what is this nation? Up into the mountains. Hang on, let me check my map. this V. The V is Horatia? Yeah, V is Horatia. This one. This one. Yeah, so you went Morajai, Vera here. Okay, so now we just need to figure out these three. So we have 3. We have 2 here, so that's 5 total. So we just need to know which order he went here. So we're looking for hints, basically, as far as what he did. So to spend some time alone with my books. All right. After a short sea voyage. So let's see. Morajai boxes. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island of Morajai. As the children quit being seafarers, the vow compacts over time. Let's see. Traditional distinguish each white tile we press to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. A simple rule evolves. I think these Morajai boxes are also clues. Let's see. A committee, right? Voting. Let's see. The variation pink tiles. Respect of the sacred circle. That's huge. When the tiles press diagonal, rotate around the pressed tile. Okay. Now we got nuance. So nuance had in the ports of Morajai. Let's see. Popular in the hangars of nuance as they had in the ports of Morajai. They to instantly jump across the board. The ease of which air travel conveys its cargo. Tiles swap with the opposite tile on the far side of the box. Okay. Let's go here. Let's see. Each Raja. The puzzle sped through Raja, not through port towns, but through train routes from the north. Alright. They were created in simple perfections. The violet tiles, when they press, they move south. So these, they're already south, so they're just going from up to down. Alright. So let's see. In honor of the victory, let's see. Train victory, while all white tiles turn black. Interesting. Oops, I didn't mean to actually close that. Let's see here. Indian puzzles. The entire row shifts to the right if on train rails. I don't really have too much there. Let's see. Sweltering Shores of Vera. So we have 3 things left, which are, or with these 2, and nuance. All right. As the mountains of Karachi or the beaches of Morajai. So I'm assuming, let's see, this is probably his last stop before coming home. Because it just seems like he's reminiscing about everything. It's like, oh, look, my favorite realm during this trip. Huge statement there. Transfer technology, less moved by nature's another suit-filled streets, soaring skyscrapers, soaring to me as the mountains to the beaches of Morajai. So the mountains to the beaches. So here, 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 then here. Okay. So I'm gonna start marking these. I'm gonna just say 7, Let's see. 6. Let's see. Sweltering Shores of Vera. 5. More Jai. We'll say 4. Okay. That seems about. As I look across the, I almost see the shores. Never thought I would miss sight of red flags, which means he's gonna go back to Archeries. So now 2 more. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. Right? Sailing from where? From... Let's see. More convenient than would have been and when the railway tracks extended all the way north. So I'm assuming they sailed. This might be 2. Which I am well acquainted, having traveled countless for sink. I've trek along the northern coast, which I'm wholly unfamiliar. Alright, so let's see. Though disappointed has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Adagian story has ever heard begun with rain. Alright, we're gonna have to look up some Adagian here. Alright, let me copy one of those pages from the classroom. Or actually, let's do it the other way around. Let's copy the actual note to the classroom, so I have a nice place to translate stuff. Alright, now we go all the way over. Oh god, let me zoom out some more. Yep. Zoom in to around here. Let's see, Adagian worksheet. Here we go. And we're gonna paste you on this side. Alright. So we know Lorja. So we know Lor is word. Ja, which is last word. Alright. So we're gonna type literal stuff here. Word last. Yena. Let's see. Yena. Da, 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 da. Yena. I don't know what Yena is. So we're gonna ignore that one. Ajlor. So another word. Aj. So first word. Alright. Word last. We have... We're just gonna type in no. Or actually, this is silly. Well, we're gonna keep it on the same line. Word last. No. First word. And then Lune. Water. Water. So now we just need to know what Yena means. So last word something, first word water. Water something. Yena. Alright, let's look at some of these sheets here. Yena. Yena. What about here? Yena. Ajo. Can you teach me new word? Yena. Oh, that's rough. I'm missing a singular word, and I have no idea what it is. Alger, yeah. Water Yena. Let's see. Yeah or not. Let's see if anything else. So yeah. What about not? No, nothing there either. Or we have U and Lu. That also. What about here? Yeah. There's no yet or not in here either. So it is a full word. Now that's gonna be rough. What's this? That's my cursor. Now, with that in mind, let's see. Well, we're gonna try to brute force this. Oops. So we are gonna do 7 for nuance, 6 for da 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 da. Where's my map? Here we go. So nuance is this one. And then so 7 is green. This one I think is green. 6 is this one. Let's see. Yeah, nuance is green. Which I said 7. And then 6 for orange. Then we're looking at pink, then white. Let's see. Pink, then white. Green, orange, pink here on the island. So 6 and then 5. Or no, like that. Wait a minute. These numbers aren't matching up. Oh yeah, they are. Might have just wrote them down wrong or something. Oh no, I did it. And then after short trip, I'm just gonna say archery is an androgen, so 2 1. No? What if we did 2 3? Ah, there you go. Wait. I wanna see that map. So 3 is archeries. I'm gonna write that down. So 3 is archeries. So 1 8 3 2. And then I'm just gonna write it here. So 5 7 4 6. And then I'm gonna erase these ones. And of course, I just want to circle the stamps just to stay consistent. Good. Now we can see what this is. So I found this actually elsewhere. Now here we go. We're gonna screenshot everything first. Alright, we're gonna read this. The last will and testament of me, Herbert S. Sinclair. I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument, my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils henceforth made by me. This is the opening cutscene. I declare that I am not and have never been married and have no children. First, I direct that all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon after my decease as possible. Secondly, I direct all the servants and my staff in my employ at the time of my death shall be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion, until such a time as a new master of Mount Holly bids their return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor and make provisions for their future employment, and do so in a manner that is just and equitable to all parties involved. Thirdly, to my faithful valet Hartley Ruta, I hereby gift to him the lake house in Trinsdale as a small measure of gratitude for his many years of unwavering loyalty and devoted service. I direct that my executor take such steps as are necessary to transfer ownership of the said lake house to Hartley Ruta, and should use all reasonable efforts to persuade him to accept the same. Furthermore, to my late cousin Hillian, two children, Courtney Ferine and Dugard Ferine, who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions, I grant to each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour, for only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough to appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. In the case that Lionel Epstein should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister Clara Epstein, which I have kept in her room and beside her grave, respectively and respectfully. What is this? In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed upon the Reddington Museum of Art, including the sculptures and exhibits, and the entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson, comprised of 4 pieces titled Think, Ponder, Realize, and Ruminate. Ah, those are answers. That's why they're blanked out. This generous donation shall be made 1 year hence, following the date of my earthly departure, when it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. What? That's actually insane. Okay. That's interesting to know. Moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Eraja, I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likeness of the 8 Adrian angels, Orinda, Linda, Ryan, Joya, Darja, Vea, Mila, and Draxis. Is so there's all our names. We just have to match them to the statues. These sculpted figures have been in Sinclair's tomb for multiple generations, and even though there has been much debate over the natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Viraja that same level of stewardship. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece Mary Matthew, all the rest, reside or residue and remainder of my estate, and right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly, as a token of the cordial and affectionate friendship for nearly a half century his grandmother, Clara Epson, has shown me. The above provision has bequest its contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate of Mount Holly. This room, among other things of value, hold the physical deed and the entire estate, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover his room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse, and the above clauses on this page and the provisions pertaining to that clause shall be considered null and void, and the rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Arindian Heritage Foundation, under the condition that the house be immediately windowed and sealed with explicit instructions and allowances that the site shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years have passed since my death, whichever day shall come first. What a line to throw in your will. As one final gift to my grandnephew Simon P. Jones, regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not, I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscripts of his mother's works that were produced here under the roof of her childhood home. These preliminary draft copies include red prints, which she wrote while visiting the estate during the brightest of her days, and a new clue which she penned here during the darkest. I hope that in due time and in the natural order of things you will come to be content, as I have, with what little of herself she left us. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm assuming I'm going to get this tomorrow. But this deed, Lady Avrivia of Trinsta, Lord Arthur Clementine, I have to check. Because it's a bit interesting that I actually found that in the shrine. Yeah, Lady Arthur Clementine, Lady Revia of Trinsdale, 5/13/1912, 5/13/1912, and then boundaries, covenants. In the Hennessy, I'll make my mark the grand year Fenairs 1912. Interesting. payments, 100 girls, instructions to follow. I wonder if I could just make 8 payments of 100 gold. That's it. And right on time too. Okay, so Masa goal, we want to take the foundation over to the beginning. We want to turn in any and all objects. Let's see, do I have planetarium? I do. I do. Our first goal is to simply dig. So, I believe while we're in the elevator, there is still one more dig spot that we can do. So we've done the dig spot in here. This simply points to the cabinet, right? So that's what we open. Here, this is laundry room. I think we have to get a treasure map and match laundry room to that. Same thing with what appears to be the Boudio. Patio, right? The X, that already is marked out for us. So this one was an accident. And there is literally nothing here indicating that something was in there. So, if we're talking about dig spots, we need 2 treasure maps, a boudoir and a laundry. That is going to be future goals. And that will be for Monday. Sunday is the 27th, right? I believe that would be my streamer anniversary. I may have to plan something for that. I don't know if I will, though. But there's still more to be done, which is the interesting part. Alright, so first and foremost, let's just trade in a bunch of random things. I'm hoping to just get rid of stuff. Oh, are you gonna just cycle? Alright. Very well, it shall be done. Yep, we don't need that one. The treasure map. Actually, I could possibly check the treasure map. There we go. And if I do coupon book into compass, I don't want you to cycle, right? Car keys, right? We'll get rid of you. Prism key, we want to get rid of you. There we go. We want to keep Moon Pendant. We want to keep Jackhammer. We want to check the treasure map. Hang on, we're limiting our options here. I wonder if it's because we checked the torch that it's not spawning. So we're gonna go security, then code check, then back out. Because we don't wanna like double back several times over. What can we upgrade? Courtyard. Interesting. So we could do gems, dig, or always unlocked. I think I'm just gonna go with dig spots, right? Well, you get 2 to 3, right? And having this as a gem room would refund you 1 gem regardless. I'll ignore that one. So either 5 dig or 2 gems. That's really the 2 main ones I'm going for here. I think this would be interesting. Yes. And then we're left with 1 more disc. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough steps to go to planetarium, but we can certainly try. We want to check the treasure map. Yeah, I do not believe we will make it back. We want to turn in the torch or key card. That would be interesting. And then I should be able to bring one of these 3. Oh, Crown of Blueprints also too is in the rotation. What's this let me do? It lets me draw a red room and remove it. And if I do, I gain 1. And redraw floor plans. That's quite a nice crown. Quite nice. Silver spoon's huge, jackhammer's huge. Honestly, I would be fine with any one of these. Although jackhammer I can make. Do I want to get rid of it? No, I don't. I mean, Silver Spoon is actually just huge. Yeah, we'll leave it. Yeah, we're not gonna make it back to the room. Yeah. I can certainly try. I'm just seeing where the steps count down. Yeah, that's 1, and I'm about to end it like right here in the basement. Yep. I must call it a day. And we will start with a few items next time. So we are going to try to use the treasure map to dig up some stuff. But for now, that is the end of the stream. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.